The Tatzelwurm, the creeping mystery of the Alps. High in the Alps, among the snowy mountains, dark forests, and quiet valleys of Austria and Switzerland, lives a strange and secretive creature from old folklore. It is called the Tatzelwurm, which means clawed worm or pawed serpent in German. This creature has been part of Alpine stories for centuries and is known for its unusual shape, scary hiss, and mysterious behavior. Though no one has ever proven that the Tatzelwurm is real, many people claim to have seen it. It remains one of the most curious and legendary animals of the European mountains. What does the Tatzelwurm look like? The Tatzelwurm is described in different ways depending on the region, but most stories agree on a few key features. It is short and thick-bodied, like a large worm or lizard. It is usually between 2 to 5 feet long. It has 2 front legs with sharp claws, but no back legs. Its skin is scaly or hairy, depending on the version. It has a cat-like or dragon-like head with large eyes. Some say it can spit poison or breathe a noxious gas. It makes a hissing or whistling sound to scare people away. Because it looks like part snake, part lizard, and part cat, the Tatzelwurm is often seen as a dragon-like creature, smaller than a full dragon but still frightening. Where does the Tatzelwurm live? The Tatzelwurm is said to live in remote mountain caves, hidden in rocky cliffs, or under the roots of old trees. People in Tyrol, Austria, and the Swiss Alps often told stories of seeing it near forest paths, alpine meadows, quiet mountain streams, snowy trails near goat farms. It rarely appears in the open, and it avoids people. But when someone does spot it, it usually happens suddenly, and often ends in fear. Sightings and local legends. There have been many reports of Tatzelwurm sightings going back hundreds of years. One famous sighting happened in Switzerland in the 1700s, when a farmer claimed to see a fat, gray creature with a cat's face leap out of a cave and scare off his cows. In another tale from the early 20th century, 2 hikers in the Austrian Alps said a strange animal jumped at them from behind a rock. It had short legs and no tail, and its eyes glowed in the dark. The men ran away in terror. Another legend tells of a man who tried to capture a Tatzelwurm to prove it was real. When he returned with a net, the creature was gone, but he found claw marks in the snow and a horrible, sour smell in the air. Whether true or not, these stories became part of the local culture, passed down by grandparents to children for generations. What does the Tatzelwurm symbolize? Like many creatures in old legends, the Tatzelwurm carries meaning beyond just being a scary animal. It symbolizes fear of the unknown, especially in wild places like the mountains. Respect for nature, warning people not to go too deep into forests or caves. Mystery, things we cannot easily explain or see. Folklore tradition, storytelling passed down for centuries. In Alpine villages, telling stories about the Tatzelwurm became a way to explain disappearances, strange sounds, or unusual animal deaths. Is the Tatzelwurm real? Most scientists and experts believe the Tatzelwurm is a myth, perhaps based on real animals like large lizards, like salamanders, unusual snakes, sick animals that looked strange, misunderstandings or fear of wild creatures in the mountains. Still, the belief in the Tatzelwurm continues. Some cryptozoologists, people who study hidden or unknown animals, think it might be a surviving prehistoric species or a misidentified known creature. Even today, some hikers in the Alps claim to see strange tracks, hear loud hisses, or find shredded plants and animal bones in caves where no known animals live. The Tatzelwurm in modern times. Though few truly fear the Tatzelwurm today, it remains popular in books, cartoons, games, and tourist attractions in the Alpine regions. You might find Souvenirs and plush toys of the Tatzelwurm in mountain towns. Children's books turning it into a friendly forest creature. Fantasy games and novels that use it as a minor dragon or beast. Folklore festivals where people dress up and tell old mountain tales. In this way, the Tatzelwurm has become both a symbol of Alpine culture and a fun mystery for visitors to learn about. Conclusion. The Tatzelwurm is one of the most curious creatures in Austrian and Swiss folklore. With its strange mix of lizard, snake, and cat features, it has captured the imagination of people living in the Alps for centuries. Whether it's real or not, the legend reminds us of the beauty and mystery of the natural world, and the importance of keeping our old stories alive. So the next time you hike in the mountains, keep your eyes open. You never know when the Tatzelwurm might be watching.